to do is clean, get all that junk out. I'm going to measure his heels first. And here's the 1 1/8. So I go down to the hairline. Let's see. And his comes right at the periopal, right above the periopal. That's that little flap of skin right here. Okay. Same on this side. And then you can use the ruler to connect these across, or just draw it. Make sure it's straight across, so you can see it's just a little higher on that side, tiny bit on that side. It's probably been a week's worth for him. And I would, take my rasp and then just pull back until I come back to that line on the heel. And always err on the side of caution in front of that line. Don't go
below it,
into it, or behind it.
behind it. Yeah.
Other side. So this would be like a week's worth, so it just shows you how little you really have to do to keep it where it's supposed to be. And then I'm going to lay that flat, make sure it's nice and level. Let him rest it. And then get my ring. And I have a ring for Tursky and one for Tater, because Tater's bigger and wider than Tursky. Get my pen ready again. You gotta take that ring and just angle that little screw off to the side. Just touch the back of the ring to the very center of the line, and then just from 10 to 2, draw a circle like that. Then I'm going to take my gauge and add 3/8 inch, which is this little 3/8 inch right here. And I touch it from the line and make a little mark. Make little marks all the way around. So basically I'm just making my nice 3/8 inch line across. And then it's easier if I hold them up. And I stand up with my legs straight. Just put it here and just go straight up. I'm even angled a little that way to bring the toe back to that line. And again, I'm just going to file it to the front of the line. Just make sure it's nice and round. I don't have any oval or angles or anything. And then I take the soft side of the rasp and just go around. Kind of take off those edges I just filed. And I'll go back to my harder side and I'll just start doing a roll. And I use a harder side on him because he has really hard hooves. Otherwise, I do flip it to the softer side too. And all we're doing is we're just putting a little bit of a roll to try to lift it off the ground. So when his foot touches, he has a little roll to it. So it doesn't grab it and create a crack and break it. And then the other thing, once that's done, I'll hold this on the side if you want to come on the side here, and right down here and look for a little gap, which there is. That's what we call the arch. Oh, and same thing on this side. You don't have to go over there, but I can see it. Okay, you're just looking over the side. I'll just do just a little bit more. And it's right in front of the heel, right about to 10. And he's a horse. I should be giving hay to so he'll stand still.
He's doing really good, I think.
Okay. Not that great. No, not that great. Okay, and he doesn't really have any anything on his sole really to take off, but
yeah,
if I needed to pull back bar, this is what I'd be doing. And you can see the bar already breaks right where it's supposed to, right at the middle of the frog. That's where it stops. That's where I want it to stop, on both sides. Okay, and then I'll always just put my knife right here and pull up and see there's a little bit that I can shave off. We always want to make sure this frog doesn't keep growing forward, which makes flares. Okay, so he actually looks good that way, and I would finish him off in front. This is where I will put it down here on the side.
Oh.
Make sure there's no flaring. See, it's nice and level against his hoof. Come here. And then I would just finish off. If there was flare, I would just be doing this at the base of it. Okay, until I can make sure that that's nice and flat. I'm kind of off at an angle here, buddy. Sorry. Okay. Tater. Ow.
Oh, Shelly, careful.
Stop it. No. We're going to do this one. Tater. Stop. Should have sprayed him for fly spray too. And this just finishes it off. No flare. And he's ready to go.
Yeah. That was good.